Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Author in the Spotlight, which is your chance to get to meet our authors a little bit more and find out a little bit more about them in our upcoming children's mental health book. Today, I am joined by the lovely Lucy Harper. Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. A bit anxious because I don't like being in the spotlight at all. Um, but I just wanted to tell you a little bit about me. So I'm Lucy. I have two grown-up daughters. I've been involved in nutritional therapy for a number of years. When I'm not doing that, I'm also running another business for our wholesale fair trade silk scarves. I'm passionate about colour. I love reading. I love traveling. Walking out in nature, ideally, especially forests or by water. Um, yeah, that's
Amazing.
me.
Amazing. And it's lovely to have you with us today, and well done for doing one of these interviews. I know it can be scary for the first time for people doing it. So well done for doing that. So do you want to tell us as well a little bit about your business and how you got into that, sort of the reasoning why and things like that?
So, as I mentioned, I love traveling. So, from a very young age, well, early 20s, after I finished my language degree, I was very aware from my travels just how different the state of health was in the UK compared to other countries. But I was also very aware there's lots of psychological blocks to food and to health issues. So for a long time, it was something I was really interested in, but didn't pursue simply because I felt I'd have to understand people a lot more, how their brains worked, on top of understanding all about nutrition. So it was only when my husband had a IBD, so inflammatory bowel disease, and I found that actually the NHS couldn't help him. They'd reached the end of what they could do. Um, but it was suggested he try a particular diet, which is the low FODMAPs diet. And then I went and did some research in that. We were also referred to a dietitian, and I found I was telling the dietitian about the diet. So I thought at that point, this is crazy. I can help him more than the NHS can. So that's when I decided to look for a master's in nutritional therapy. And it was so helpful. And even if I hadn't worked with it, professionally it would have been helpful just for the amount of support I was able to give the whole family and my daughters in particular. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. It's the best thing I ever did, really.
Wow, that's amazing. It's interesting how we end up getting into these things sometimes, isn't it? It's in unexpected ways. But that's amazing. And yeah, I know that what you have is what you offer is incredible. So what made you want to be involved in the book, in the children's mental health
Well,
book?
because of my experience with my daughters, and one of them in particular, if me writing that chapter in the book and sort of stop a child from going through what my daughter went through for any extended length of time, it will have been worth it. Because if I hadn't known what I knew, then things would have got a lot worse for her. So if I can help support children just by writing that chapter, just by making people more aware of just how nutrition can impact mental health, then it will have been worth every inch of my time.
Amazing. And it is full of so much information. I learned a lot from it. And so without giving too much away, do you want to sort of give a little sneak peek into what it covers and how, how you address it?
So I look at sort of three case studies, two of whom were my own children, and they're very different. And it's all about the link between the mental health and the gut and the microbiome and what we eat and how very innocuous foods like gluten, for instance, how it can affect what goes on in the brain. So that's, in a nutshell, that's what it's
Yeah,
about.
it's fascinating, and you do write it, because obviously it can seem a bit daunting when you sort of start saying words like microbiome and things like that. But I just want to say that it is explained so well in the chapter that even if you don't know what any of this means before you start reading it, you will by the time you get to the end. So it's definitely full of really interesting and thought-provoking and sort of light bulb moments of information in there. So if you want to find out more, obviously you will have to keep a lookout for when the book it comes out, so as you can get your own copy to read Lucy's chapter. But it is very, very, very worthwhile. And so obviously within the book, all of your contact details are in there if people want to contact you. But if anybody wants to contact you as a result of seeing the interview, where is the best place for people to connect with you?
The best way to sort of find out more about how I work is to have a look at my website, which is lucyharperhealth.co.uk. Or they can also email me, and then we can arrange a time to have a chat. And if they email me at lucy@lucyharperhealth.co.uk, then we can connect that way.
Amazing. So I will pop those links, excuse me, with the interview as well. It's just sometimes, a lot of people go to social media and not everybody's on social media. So if you visit Lucy's website, then you'll be able to contact her that way. So thank you for your time today. Before we sort of bring the interview to a close, is there anything else you wanted to add or say that I hadn't asked?
I am on social media. I'm not a fan of social media, but if people want to find some health tips or recipes, I'm also on Facebook, Lucy Harper Health. Yeah,
Amazing.
that's it.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today, Lucy. And thank you for watching. Do keep your eyes out for another author in the spotlight very, very soon. But for now, we will say goodbye. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.